Hello, dear students. So for this session, I'm going to discuss with you the different heritage sites and attractions in Visayas and Mindanao. And please take note that these are supplementary learning materials only. So I have added here other heritage sites and attractions that were not mentioned in your student activity sheets. Okay, so please take note that the attractions that you have in your student activity sheets are mostly those that are listed in the tentative list of UNESCO World Heritage Sites. Okay, so for this one, nevertheless, these are still heritage sites that are relevant and famous destination here in the Philippines. Okay, so let's proceed. So first, I'm going to discuss with you the heritage sites and attractions that we have in Region 6, or what we also know as Western Visayas. So first in the list, we have the Ati-Atihan Festival. The Ati-Atihan Festival is usually conducted in Kalibo, Aklan. And this is the celebration of Santo Niño and the Ati tribe of Panay Island. So the Atis, they are similar to our Aitas or Itas here in Luzon, and they are the indigenous people, the aboriginal natives that once inhabited Aklan. Okay? So, ati-atihan means to pretend to be like atis. Like, for example, yung mag-ina-inahan, ganun. Uh, magpre-pretend, the people who are celebrating this festival are going to imitate the atis. So, as you can see here, the people are themselves with soot to darken the skin, and they are dressing up in tribal finery. So they are using uling to, to imitate the artist's dark skin. And during the presidency of Ferdinand Marcos Sr., the government ordered the various regions of the Philippines to come up with festivals or celebrations that could boost tourism and development. And this is one of them. Okay. Um, The start of the procession usually is signaled by drums and whistles and later punctuated by shouts of halabira. So, for example, sa Cebu, meron tayong doon yung Sinulog Festival, sa kanila Pit Senyor, dito naman halabira. Yun. They also showcase the native delicacies of Kalibo during the festivities. So, it's not only the religious celebration, but also the cultural and the culinary celebration of the province as well. Yan. Okay? So next naman dito is the Dinagyang Festival. It's similar to, sorry for the interruption. Sorry for a moment, please. Sorry for the interruption. Okay. Yan. So, Dinagyang Festival, it's similar to the Ati-Atihan Festival that we have in Calibo, Aklan. So, Dinagyang Festival naman is being celebrated in Iloilo City. So, magkalapit lang yan. Ang Calibo kasi, it's in the same island that is where Iloilo City is also located. That's what we call Panay Island. No? And they are parang separated by 3 hours travel by land. Yon. So, they're very near each other. That is why yung Dinagyang Festival was designed from the Ati-Atihan Festival. So yun, parang ginaya nila yung Ati-Atihan Festival so that they can have their own festival, no? So this is also the celebration of Santo Niño, and they are also celebrating the barter of Panay Island with the Atis. So yung mga ati pa rin natin who were the previous ano talaga, yung mga settlers of Panay Island. So Ati-Atihan Festival is celebrated during the third Sunday of January, whereas Dinagyang Festival is every fourth Sunday of January. So, para ito, hindi magkaroon ng confusion sa mga tourists kung anong pupuntahan nila, especially since magkalapit lang sila. So, um, para hindi sila mag-overlap, no, ginawa nilang consecutive Sundays yung celebration of these two festivals para after the Ati-Atihan, they can attend the Dinagyang Festival. Hindi sila maghihilahan ng mga turista. Okay, so the word dinagyang came from a Hiligaynon word meaning yung dagyang meaning merrymaking. So aside from the religious festivities, there are also other festivities na yung magsasaya talaga sila. And then the festival features a colorful parade of participants dressed in indigenous costumes, accompanied by drum beats and lively dance performances. So the event's highlight is the Ati-Atihan competition, wherein different tribes compete in a street dance showdown while adorned in elaborate body paint and costumes. So these tribes are not actual tribes of Iloilo. So they just call the groups that are participating here tribes. And the Ati people are not actually participating in this competition, no? So, recently, nagpa-participate naman sila sa festival, but only to be recognized and not, they are not part of the competitions that are being held during the festivities. So aside from the state performances, the festival also includes a religious procession. And during this time, people carry the statue of the Santo Niño accompanied by devotees and other participants. And they also hold a mass in honor of the Santo Niño. And before, this used to be just a one-day event during the Spanish era, religious lang talaga yung parang purpose niya. Pero as we evolved and tourism boomed, no, we already included festivities, other types of showcasing culture and culinary arts of the place. Yun. So it evolved into this mass celebration. Yun, that features not only the religious belief of the place, but the culture, yung culinary, ganyan. So that is the Nagyang Festival. Okay, let me just check my recording. Alright. So let's proceed to Eastern Visayas, which we also call as Region 8. So dito siya sa side na ito ng map as you can see in the illustration. Okay? So, for this, let's start with Leyte Provincial Capital. So, Leyte Provincial Capital is located in Tacloban, Leyte. So, this used to be the temporary national capital and the seat of Philippine government during World War II. So, meaning, before, the seat of the Philippine government is really in Malacanang, which is located in NCR. But during the World War II, lumipat muna sila here in Leyte and this served as the Philippine seat of government. So that's only from 1944 to 1945. Ito yung peak kasi ng World War II. So yan. So the president by then was President Sergio Osmeña, and President Sergio Osmeña was sworn in as president by American General Douglas MacArthur inside this building. Okay, so this is also declared as a national historical landmark. And actually, itong building na to, nag-sustain siya ng damages from the Japanese colonizers. And recently, from the Typhoon Yolanda and from the magnitude 6.4 Eastern Visayas earthquake, which happened last April 23, 2019. So because of that, they have abandoned this building already. The government offices are no longer doing work here. And the Leyte government is now pursuing their plans of converting this into a museum instead. So hopefully, in the future, this will be converted into a museum that can be visited by tourists in Leyte. Okay. Aside from that, we also have in this region the Homonhon Island. So this is the first landing site of Ferdinand Magellan in the Philippines. Okay, so yan. Um, nung nag-landing dito si Magellan, it was uninhabited, no? But there were some locals from nearby islands who saw the ship and went to welcome and bring them to Limasawa Island. So, doon sa Limasawa Island, doon nila na-meet si Raha Kulambu, no? Na nag-welcome sa kanila here in the Philippines. So, what happened was that it was said that Magellan tried to convert the people, most especially the leaders, to Catholicism by offering them weapons, no? So yun yung parang pang-engganyo niya para mag-convert yung mga natives ng Philippines into Christianity. Yan. So, in-offer niya yung weapons kasi yung weapons na yun, it would give them an advantage against their enemy tribes, yung mga kalaban nilang mga tribo. Kasi before, wala naman silang mga swords, mga barel, ganyan. So, yun yung mga ino-offer ni Magellan sa kanila para maengganyo silang mag-convert as Catholics. So the decision of the heads to convert is due to their thought na this would give them a better political advantage against their enemies. And Magellan also threatened others who would not obey easily by death and loss of property. So that's what happened. Uh, And we all know what happened when they went to Cebu, in specifically in Lapu-Lapu, where Magellan lost with Datu Lapu-Lapu, no? So after their loss at Cebu, they left the Philippine Islands in 1522, no? And tried to do the same in other neighboring countries in the Indian and Atlantic Ocean, but they did not succeeded, no? So what happened was that they headed back to Europe with only one remaining ship and 18 remaining people. So, mind you that when the expedition started in 1519, no, there were five ships and 270 men. So, konti na lang silang bumalik sa Europe. And then, it was around 45 to 50 years later that Europe, in the form of Spain, was able to establish a stronghold in our country using the information that they got from Magellan's expedition. Yan. And related to this is the next one, Limasawa Island, just like what I have told you. And this is the site for the first Catholic Mass in the Philippines in March 31, 1521. Yon. Okay, let me just move to our other. Yan. Okay, so what we have here is MacArthur Landing Memorial National Park. So this is one of the smallest national park in the world, but nevertheless significant in our culture and history. So this is the landing spot of General Douglas MacArthur on October 20, 1944. So his landing here would mark the beginning of the liberation of the Philippines from the Japanese during World War II. The historic landing served as a catalyst for what would become the most devastating naval battle during the World War II. And meaning ito yung pinaka to use the word hardcore na giyera sa dagat during the World War II here in the Philippines. So parang dito nagsimula talaga na mabawi ng Philippines and America yung kalayaan ng Philippines from the Japanese armed forces. Okay? So it was the largest naval battle of that war during that time. And the primary feature of the park is this what you can see in your screen, the iconic bronze statues that are double the size of a traditional person. So medyo matatangkad yung mga statwang ginawa nila dito. And there are seven bronze statues representing the leaders who made a historic walk onto the beach that day. So these statues, they include the following people. So we have General Douglas MacArthur. We also have here Sergio Osmeña, the Philippine president who was in exile during that time. And then you also have Lieutenant General Richard Sutherland, Brigadier General Carlos Romulo, and then Major General Courtney Whitney, and then Sergeant Francisco Salveron. Aide and orderly to General MacArthur. Okay, so those are the people that were depicted in this shrine. So I don't know if you can still remember from your history class when you were in high school. General MacArthur made true to his promise na I shall return. So, binalikan niya ang Pilipinas to help us win the battle against the Japanese invaders during the World War II. So, the highlight of this park is the opportunity to reflect on the significance of the history that took place at this location. And it is a destination of both cultural and historical significance. Yeah. So, that's it. So let's go to Central Visayas, which we also call as Region 7. So here you can find the island of Cebu and Bohol, including yung sa ano also, Siquijor. Okay. So first on our left here, we have the Sanduguan Shrine. So this is located in Bohol, and Sanduguan is a symbol of alliance and friendship. No? This is a commemorative shrine for the Sanduguan ritual conducted by Datu Sikatuna and Miguel Lopez de Legazpi. So ito, the story for this shrine is that the blood compact is also known as Pacto de Sangre in Spanish. This is a symbol of alliance and friendship. The two leaders made a cut in their arms, no? Tapos ang gagawin nila papatulin nila yung dugo, yung mga dugo nila sa mga baso nila, And then, ang kailangan gawin ng mga leaders is yung isa, iinumin niya yung dugo ng isang leader. So, parang palitan sila ng dugo. So, they have to drink it together with wine. So, parang, yun daw yung symbol of alliance and friendship during their time. Okay? Dato si Katunay is a chieftain of Bohol, and Miguel Lopez de Legazpi is a Spanish conquistador. So, if you're wondering what is a Spanish conquistador, conquistadors were soldier explorers, no? The Spanish conquistadors were essentially para silang mga sanctioned na pirata, no? Ang goal kasi nila is kailangan nilang mag-claim ng mga lupa and resources for their investors. And kailangan nilang mag-conquer ng natives of other lands, no? For treasure and glory. So, parang mga invaders talaga sila. They also were vital in the spread and enforcement of the religion. Yun. So, that's it for the Sanduguan Shrine. Alright, so we also have Yap San, and Diego Ancestral House. This is located in Cebu City. So this is speculated to be the oldest standing house in Cebu City, which was built during the 17th century. So when we say 17th century, this is the year na mga 1600s, no? 1600 up to 1699. Yon. So that's the century for 17th century, no? And it is also known among locals as the Balay nga Bato ug Kahoy, literally meaning the house of rock and wood because of its coral stone and wood composition. So this house is featuring a well-preserved structure designed with Spanish and Chinese influences, no? Kasi ang may-ari nito, Chinese merchant. And then the house contains a vast collection of relics from the past, including art, religious icons, furniture, and other antiquities. So, meron na rin ata silang restaurant here na pwede kayong magpa-book for reservation if you have other celebrations that you want to happen in an ancestral house. So, you can research further on this if you're interested. Okay, we also have Fort San Pedro. This is the oldest fort in the Philippines and it's located in Cebu City. So this is a military defense fortification built by Miguel Lopez de Legazpi, the Spanish explorer who successfully established a Spanish colony in the Philippines. So it's the same conquistador who had the Sanduguan pact with Dato Sikatuna in Bohol. Okay? We also have Colon Street. So this is located in downtown Cebu, and this is the oldest and shortest national street in the Philippines. So, madami namang street before dumating yung mga Espanyol, pero ito yung pinaka-first na na-recognize na street that is that is recognized as the national street in the Philippines, no? So, with Cebu as the oldest city in the Philippines, Colon Street is the country's oldest street. Yun. And up to this day, it has remained as a thriving commercial area. Next in our list, we have the Magellan's Cross, which is also located in Cebu City. So, the story behind this is that this was given by Magellan uh, to Raha Humabon. So, siya yung chieftain ng Cebu back then. So, iba pa si Datu Lapu-Lapu, iba pa si Raha Humabon. Kasi si Datu Lapu-Lapu sa may Lapu-Lapu Island siya. And then si Raha Humabon siya sa may Cebu. Yan. So, ngayon, iisa na lang kasi sila. Pareho na silang Cebu. Pero dati, magkaiba yung chieftain nila. So, yun. So, iniregalo ito ni Magellan sa Cebu to signify the important event of the propagation of Roman Catholicism in Cebu, no? So, kinaibigan sila ni Magellan. Tapos, because of that, they were encouraged, together with his wife and hundreds of native warriors, to accept and convert to Catholicism. So, what you can see in the picture, and when you visit the site, is not the original appearance of the cross, no? Etong nasa picture, hindi na yan yung original cross na binigay. The original cross is inside the case. Ito kasi nakikita nyo, ito na yung mismong case. And nasa loob nakatago yung original na cross. Kasi, people started chipping away parts of it because of the belief na miraculous daw siya, nakaka-heal daw siya ng mga sakit. Kaya, unti-unti nilang kinuhanan ng parts hanggang sa parang medyo nasira siya kaya nilagay nila sa case para hindi tuluyang masira or manakaw. So that's Magellan's Cross. And next in our list, we also have, as I have mentioned before, no, Sinulog Festival. So it's the same with Ati-Atihan and Dinagyang Festival in a way because it is a festival to honor Santo Niño, which is the patron saint of Cebu City and Cebu Province. So this is also dubbed as the mother of all festivals because of its popularity. And this is conducted every third Sunday of January. So this is sabay sa Ati-Atihan Festival, no? So, ang story ng Sinulog Festival, no, usually, sorry, it attracts around 1 to 2 million visitors every year. And after the pandemic, talagang nag-start siyang mas dumami pa. And because of the number of people who are visiting or who are participating in this festival, what happens usually in Cebu during this time is nag-o-off ang mga major companies ng mga telecoms ng signal. So, ino-off nila yung signal. Why? Kasi this festival, since it's a mass activity wherein millions of people are visiting, medyo prone siya sa mga terrorism attacks, no? And usually, ang ginagawa nila dyan as part of their risk management is to ensure na walang mga bomb threats na mangyayari or mga bomb activities, gano'n. So, ang ginagawa nila, ino-off nila yung signal, yung mga major telecoms kasi merong mga bomba na nakakabit siya sa isang cellphone na 'pag nakatanggap ng text yung cellphone na may nakakabit na bomba, sasabog siya. So, parang yun yung trigger niya. Te-textan lang nila yung cellphone na may bomba and then sasabog na yung bomba. Kaya one of the risk management is ino-off nila yung signal during these types of festival para ma-lessen yung threat ng gano'n. 'Yan. So, just so you know. And then, besides the religious part of the celebration, Sinulog is also well known for its street parties before the day of celebration and during the day of the festival as well. So, this is also the celebration of the birth of Christianity in the country. And at the moment, ang kwento kasi nito before, nung moment na na-receive ni Queen Juana, yung asawa ni Raha Humabon, um, nung na-receive niya yung parang estatwa ni Santo Niño galing kay Magellan, sa sobrang saya niya, nagsayaw-sayaw siya hawak yung Santo Niño. So parang the other natives followed her example and then yung event na yon, it was regarded as the first Sinulog Festival, yung nakahawak sa Santo Niño tas sumasayaw. So the same event was used as basis for most Sinulog dances. Yun. And then next in our list, we also have Fort Pilar. Wait lang. Sa ano na 'to, Mindanao na 'to. So, nasa Mindanao na tayo. Nauna lang yung isa. So, this is located in Fort Pilar in Zamboanga City. And this is now a regional museum of the National Museum of the Philippines. This was originally built by the Spanish colonizers as a military defense during the 17th century. And according to stories, the Virgin Mary appeared to a soldier on December 6, 1734, at the gate of the city. So the soldier asked for her to stop, but on recognizing her, napaluhod na lang daw siya. So, dahil sa apparition na iyon, nilagyan nila ng parang shrine dito ni Mama Mary sa in a part of the fourth pillar. So, yun yung mga dinadayo ng mga devotees because of the apparition. Okay? And next here, we have the Rizal Shrine of the Pitan. So, this is located in the Pitan City, Zamboanga del Norte. So this is where Dr. Jose Rizal was exiled for 4 years from 1892 to 1896. In a way, para siyang kulungan, pero hindi talaga siya kulungan. The landmark was meant to be a place of punishment, but instead, the shrine is now serving as an icon of inspiration for many generations who come to see the ingenuity of the national hero during his days. So our national hero is Dr. Jose Rizal. So his exile um, he was exiled because he was accused of sedition and plotting the Philippine Revolution in Manila. So dahil yan sa mga pinublish niyang Noli Me Tangere and El Filibusterismo. So dahil doon, he was accused by the Spanish government na nag-i-start siya ng revolution. Okay, and we also have here the Japanese tunnels. This is located in Davao City. And actually, itong pwedeng bisitahin ng mga turista is inside the Japanese Tunnel Family Resort. So, meron talagang private owner who turned this into a hotel and resort. What happened was that they found out about the tunnel when they were excavating for the construction of their hotel. So, nung naghuhukay sila for the construction, saka lang nila nakita na meron palang mga tunnels na ginawa yung mga Japanese during the World War II. So, ang haba ng tunnel is 7 kilometers long, pero you can only access 150 meters of the tunnel. Kasi, syempre, yung ibang parts ng tunnel, meron lang may mga ibang may-ari dun sa lupa kung saan sila nakalocate. Yon. So, around 150 meters lang yung pwedeng i-access sa loob ng resort. And you can come across ancient machine guns, bombs, explosives, merong mga ammos and bullets as you progress deeper into the Japanese tunnel. So naglagay din sila dito ng mga design that are depicting what happened back then. So meron dyan kayo makikita ng mga estatwa ng mga Japanese and how they're conducting their lives back then. And then thousands of Filipinos were used as slave labor to dig and demolish these Japanese tunnels, no? Which were constructed using physical labor. So, ang kwento nila dito, kahit daw minsan pagod na sila at hindi nila kaya because they were afraid of being killed on the spot. Talagang pinagtrabahuhan nilang tapusin yung mga tunnels na pinapagawa sa kanila ng mga Hapon. So, most of the tunnels were destroyed following the war when the city was being rebuilt. Pero yung iba, just like this, were developed and maintained and are now popular tourist destinations in Mindanao. And I think this is last on our list. Yeah. We also have the Tiboli settlements. And this is located in Coronadal, General Santos. So the Tibolis are the indigenous people living in the southern part of Mindanao. So yung pangalan na Tiboli, it is a combination of Tao, meaning people, and Bilhil or hill. So parang people of the hill or people living in the hills. Pero hindi naman lahat sa kanila nakatira sa uplands, no? Meron yung iba nakatira malapit sa mga dagat. So the Tivoli were initially hunter-gatherers while being at the same time, farmers. So they were hunting with bahonet pet or what we call bow and arrow, or sorry, bow and arrow, and then sulit or soit, or what we call in English spear, so pana. So ito yung mga prime sources of livelihood nila. So aside from the animals that they are supplying, their forest is also supplying them with rattan, bamboo, waxani, and other wild fruits and plants for their own use and as items for barter with neighboring groups and lowlanders. So the Tivoli are also skilled in textile weaving and metalwork, which enables them to produce a distinctive Tivoli cloth known as tinalak. So, yung tinalak, you can also see that in your screen, yung picture na nandito sa, presentation natin. So, that's an example of tinalak. Yan. So, actually, there are just a few, madami naman sila in a way, pero a few significant historical and cultural sites in Mindanao. So, I'm going to show you a video. This is a vlog from Erwan Yusuf. Medyo ano siya. Actually, I'm just going to paste the link in the comment section of this post, no? So you have to watch the video. It's actually related to the question that I asked during your P1 assessment part 2 yung essay ninyo, wherein there were some efforts that are being made by DOT in promoting the tourism in Mindanao. So I would like you to watch this video and afterwards you have to write me a reaction paper of how how you felt watching the video and what you think of the of the thoughts that were conveyed by this vlogger. So I'm going to wait for your outputs, and afterwards, please submit them in our Google Drive. So I'm going to make an assignment post regarding this one. So thank you for watching this lecture. And once you're done watching the lecture, please comment your favorite food in the comment section of this post. So that will serve as my marker that you have really watched my recorded lecture. Thank you.